U7Buy gives you the fastest and safest ways to upgrade your squad, with so many positive reviews showing its great credibility, along with 24/7 online customer support. And now you can earn an extra free coins for your every order. So don't miss out on the opportunity for up to 4 million free coins. So be sure to use code CV3 on U7Buy for 8% off. Link is in the description. We had a very big issue. The centre mid position was vacant and we needed somebody to fill it. And so it has now been filled by Tots, McTominay, and Tots, Reijnders. And today we're going to be finding out which card is better between the two. In the centre mid position, which card should you pick up, as this is a 2-in-1, a player comparison and a player review, to see if these cards are wondrous, mid, or dude, as well as telling you the best ways to use these cards if you do decide to buy one of them. Now, before we get into the very important information about these cards, do remember and realize that one of the cards are cheaper than the other. So we're going to see if the cheaper card plays just as good, if not better, than the more expensive card. And you'll figure that out by the end of this video. But first, with these cards, of course, we gotta firstly talk about the pace. Now looky here. Let me kick it off with Reijnders. One thing I absolutely noticed about Reijnders is that he's got that quick step regular, don't call my cellular. And when I was in the midfield, I could boost into space like I'm running a damn race, which was very nice, especially when every midfielder sometimes that you're going against seems like they're N'Golo Kante with jockey triple plus, and they can catch up to your every move. So having that quick step allows you to boost into space a little bit faster to either make a pass or get around the defense, which is what I liked about Reijnders. And it also allows you to speed boost past the defense if they're trying to track a through ball, making it more difficult to defend. But what about McTominay? Well, look at here. I'll say this. He has pretty decent pace to run a certain distance, but if you think he's gonna be moving like a damn lion trying to get its prey, absolutely not. He's nothing too crazy with the speed, but it's still good enough in this game. Once you're 90 pace, it's not bad, but it's not special. Now, what about the shooting and clinicality ability? Well, let's just start off here with Reijnders. Picture it like this. This is for somebody that likes cake. Now look, some people like it with icing, sprinkles, maybe a sprinkle of doo-doo. That's you though. But my point is, the base of the cupcake is good, and that's what Reijnders is. He's just got a plain good shooting ability, but no special playstyles added to make his shooting tremendously better. No, but it's still a good shot if he's in the box, and if you're using precision and maybe you green time a power shot, then it will be nice, but it's nothing super special. But what about McTominay? Now looky here. This guy's got the driven low playstyle plus. So when you're in that box and you drive that low, it will show, and your opponent's goalkeeper won't know where to go. I do believe McTominay can get you a lot more goals if he's in that box with the driven low playstyle, so don't be afraid to get McTominay in the box. Now what about the passing ability? Let me start off with McTominay. Can this guy move like Xavi or Iniesta? Listen, bro, his passing ability is actually very dangerous with the 92 passing, but has all the tremendous playstyle. So when you're using this type of card, be sure to send a through ball if your opponent's lacking and you have a player running in behind, and an over the top too when there's a player cutting across because he has long ball plus and it was ridiculous and it's accurate, literally landing on your player's head. You can also first time pass with the tiki-taka Barcelona regular regulars. But what about Reijnders? To be honest, Reijnders' passing ability was the same, if not better, to be honest. That's his main thing. He has incisive pass plus, tiki-taka Barcelona plus, and long ball plus. So any type of passing you want to do, he can perform for you. And I noticed that in the game. Very top tier pass, along with the ping pass. So zingers into your player, which is something I do suggest you use with this card, because those can be very effective in moment. Now with central midfielders, you need them to have some physicality to be able to body off players and also win in the air if you need that situation to take place in your favor. So which player had good physicality? Well, let's start off with Reijnders. Now using Reijnders, he was more of a sleeper type of build, if you know what I mean. There were times I was chasing down my opponent with Reijnders and he managed to actually body off players from the ball despite not having the craziest amount of strength and no bruiser at all. So I can say that maybe it's the quick step that gave him an extra speed strength, but he's not a complete Puss in Boots, but I wouldn't expect him to consistently body player. But what about McTominay? Now this guy right here has 95 strength and ability with 99 aggression, so he's damn near salivating to go body someone. Did it feel like that in the game though? I ain't gonna lie. When he got in situations to body players, if he really got that many, I found that he had some pretty good strength. He could do that for sure. On top of that, he also can definitely win in the air for you with that aerial regular and 95 jumping with great heading act. He's actually very good with the physicality in this game. Definitely a card that you would lean more into and be more confident with physical battle. Now we all know the super important things for a central midfielder is basically everything, but definitely the dribbling ability, which we'll get into. But first, let's just go with the defensive capability. Who can really defend and win the ball for you? Now looky here. Using Reijnders' card in game, I found that his defense wasn't horrendous at all. Now, when the ball would go towards him for an interception, he found a way to actually hold possession of the ball. Now, if that consistently happened, I don't know if it would start playing ping pong FC, but since he doesn't have the playstyle to intercept, he's not really the best overall defender in the midfield because he really has no playstyle of defense, and we know how important playstyles are in this game. But from my experience using the card, I didn't see the weaknesses of not having intercept, not having anticipate, not having bruiser, and the other defensive playstyle. But when using McTominay, I realized that the long legs and the long reach helped in certain areas to make them tackle with McTominay. On top of that, he has Anticipate, which made you more confident in the tackles that you can actually hold possession of the ball. Even though this game, no matter what, who it is, that tackle can be from here and it will go all the way to Antarctica. But it is what it is. Now with the interceptions, Intercept Plus was a very big plus because when that ball went to him, it would glue to him like sticky. You know what I'm saying? You know how sticky it gets, which was a plus. Now that very important sum for a centre midfield, the dribbling ability. Can they do a little bit of that twist and turn? Let's start off with Reijnders. He's a 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot player. So you can't really dance like Neymar, but you can pass with both feet and you need to create the space with it. And his dribbling ability was actually quite responsive. Although being a 6'1" player, I was kind of shocked. He was dribbling, he was turning. I'm like, whoa, he's got that? It was pretty good dribbling. And it might have been because of that quick step that allowed me to boost into spaces and then turn right after. I didn't have no problem with his dribbling ability. And it might also be with him having that technical play style to where if you hold R1 and you move around, it allows you to be more controlled with the dribbling with this guy, which was very nice with Reijnders. But what about Pop McTominay's dribbling ability? Well, looky here. We know Biggity is players that are 6'1" plus. Now he's 6'1" plus because this guy is 6'4", 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill. So he can't do extra skill moves either, but he for real felt like a biggity. When I was trying to twist and turn, I'm like, yo, move. It felt like my controller was fighting me back to the other way. Glitchy dribbles, odd animations a lot of times with these biggity players, and it kind of annoyed me. He's the type of dribbler to where since his stats are high, but the game core itself doesn't make tall players the best dribblers, it felt like flicking the light switch on and off. On for it being great dribbling, then off for it being horrendous. That's how it felt with McTominay for me. And you could lose possession of the ball in those moments when it mattered. That's about his dribbling. And so now, what are these cards? Are they wondrous, mid, or doo-doo? Should you pick up one of these cards? And which card is actually better? Well, for me, using these cards, I'm not gonna lie to you, using Reijnders card, I actually believe that this card is wondrous, especially for his price with the current moment of the game. A card that's 400k and had these great passing play styles. I did not find too many issues with the card and he was really nice. But as a centre defensive mid, he might not be as crazy. But what about McTominay? I have Pop McTominay, who is the more expensive card. I have him also at wondrous. Still a very great card to use. Now, although his dribbling ability was quite annoying and unresponsive, his other stuff that he had really made up for that, making him still a very dangerous card. But who do I actually think is better? For me and my playstyle, I'd probably rather use Reijnders because he's more responsive with the dribbling and he's cheaper. So he does almost the same things as McTominay in terms of passing ability, just a little bit worse defensively, but he's cheaper. So I'd probably go with Reijnders because it's not a huge difference when I was using both cards. But wait, these cards right here could be absolutely ridiculous for you. Find out if these cards are wondrous, mid, or doo-doo. Yeah.